and a good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you. Welcome people of YouTube. Hope you're well today. Hope you're feeling grand and all's well in your world. Hello there, everybody. Today's video, everybody, we are going to dive into this pedal. This is a massive part of my past. We're going to dive into this. This is the Zoom 606 guitar multi-effects unit. I have already done a video on this. I did it, I don't know when. 2-3 years ago, I don't remember when, it was a long time ago. It's called Tone Time Travel, where I used this and my second ever amp, a Carlsberg amp, and basically kind of like just played through the sounds. But we're going to go a bit deeper today, and also the sound quality on that video, because I was using my old little camera, well, Joe's camera, the audio quality wasn't that great. So today, we're going to be mic'd up and going to hear it properly. So, just again, there's quite a lot of history covered in that video, but I'll just kind of do a brief history if I can, as best I can. I got this pedal in 2003. I've been playing guitar for about a year, give or take, and I wanted a wah-wah pedal. And we went to a guitar shop, and I went to this local guitar shop, and I was like, oh, we really want a wah-wah pedal. And this guy goes, have you thought about one of these? So he says, in this one you have distortions and all sorts of other stuff I didn't understand at the time. And he says, you've got a wah pedal on the side. So I was sold, So I walked away with this. My dad bought me this, and got it home and just loved it. And it was kind of like a very kind of pivotal point in my kind of guitar playing life, if you will, because from this point onwards, I always had a Zoom pedal somewhere near me. So I used this from 2003 till about 2005. Christmas 2005 I used this till. So 2003 to 2005, this was my main pedal. I did have other pedals I ran alongside this. I had like a DS1, I had the DS2, I had the Marshall Jackhammer, and a couple of others as well. But this was kind of like my core kind of tone, so to say. This was my core sound for those, 2003, 2004, 2005. In 2005, I got the G2 there, and I basically retired this. So today, everybody, we're going to dive into this thing. And first things first, what I'm first going to do is we're going to go through the presets I had from 2003, 4, and 5. I dialed it in really fast in 2000. When I got it, I dialed it in really quick. And again, being a creature of habit like I always am, I never changed anything. And that's the cheat sheet. That's my settings sheet. And they vary. I had two different kind of settings for each kind of sound. So I had a clean sound, a distortion 1, a distortion 2. Distortion 2 was just like a volume jump. But these are the settings I wrote down in 2004, and I went over them about 2 or 3 years ago in pen, because I did it in pencil and they were fading and you couldn't see them, so I went over them in pen. Anyway, so these are the settings. That's what's in this. I haven't changed anything in this pedal since 2005. So 2003, 4, and 5, this pedal was set this way, and it still is. So yeah, we're just going to plug it in. Still turns on. So that A1 will be clean, A2 will be distortion, A3 will be abused. It'll be a boost, everybody. And then what we'll do after that, once we've kind of gone through these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to program some different sounds, and we're going to go through basically like what we've got in here. So like basically, we're going to go through like the modulation and the pitch thing, and just see what the effects sound like in this thing, because I don't know, I really love this thing. It's really cool, and like I say, it's really part of my guitar playing life. This is a massive part of my guitar playing life. This is a massive bit of Dave history right here. And I love the fact it still works. You can still get it to bypass to get to tuner mode, and everything still works. Funny enough, this actually behaves better than my first Zoom G2.1U. Granted, the Zoom G2.1U has had a lot more use. This only had about 3 years worth of use. Technically about 2.5. Whereas that Zoom G2 is, from 2005, it's still going strong. So yeah, it's a little bit temperamental, my Zoom G2. It still works. What the problem with the G2, my first ever G2, is the paddles. Not paddles, the switches. These things, they're a bit dodgy on the on my G2. They're a bit worn out. Basically, the sensors are a bit tired. Whereas these ones are really, they're still okay. Anyway, without further ado, and also by the way, everybody, I've changed the amp in here to this beauty here. So, give you an idea as well, I thought this was kind of very fitting because, as I said, I got this in 2003, and in 2004, I got my first ever MG, which is this amp here. This is the Fish, and I got this cab, and a couple months later, I got the B cab, and then, you know, I had the MG double stack, which I gigged for many, many years, and I love the sound of this B cab. I love the sound of the A cab. This is the amp that I base all my amps on. Any amp I get, this is the amp here. So if it sounds like, well, the head and that speaker, or the head and that speaker, then, you know, that's what I want to dial it into, because that's, again, this is what I you know, grew up knowing, so to say, and this is what I want. This is the sound I want. So yeah, we're only going to use the bottom cab today. If we use the top cab, I'll blow my ears off. So we're just going to use the bottom cab, mic to a 57, and we're going to go straight into Zoom G2, 606, and nothing else. So without further ado, let's dive into the Zoom 606. Yeah! Okay, people of the tube, we are plugged in. We make a noise. So, without further ado, this is what the Zoom 606 Dave presets circa 2003, 4, or 5 sound like through the amp I was using as well. And the amp, as like I say, I've had this amp since 2004, and the EQ hasn't changed on it since then either. So, and also I got this guitar in 2004, where it's a 2004 fest. Anyway, weirdness aside, let's play some guitar, man. Okie dokie, so there you go. There's my presets from 2004. So we had a wah in there, chorus, distortions, cleans. It's a bit bright. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds a bit bright. The pedal on the side is a bit dodgy as well. It keeps cutting in and out. It might just be dust though. So I've got my service hole. So I'm just gonna service hole the foot pedal on the side before we go any further. But the next thing we're gonna do, I'm just going to have a bit of a reprogram because I'm just wondering if I can get it to sound like, just a, I don't think it sounds bad. So, but I reckon we could tweak that to make it sound a bit better. What do you think, people of YouTube? I think so. So, let me just service all this pedal, see if I can get this expression pedal to work a little bit better, and then what we'll do is we'll set up, what I'll do is I'll copy and paste the clean distortions over into a different place, and then what we'll do is we'll see if we can tweak them to make them sound a little bit more, well, less harsh for one thing, or a little bit in the room. I don't know how well it'll come across on camera. Hopefully it'll come across okay. It's a little bit sharp, to say the least. It's a very sharp sound. So see if we can make it a little less gnarly. We should be able to, because the EQ is quite high, actually. So we should be able to turn the EQ down quite a lot and get a bit of a warmer sound. So, without further ado-doodles, well, let me service all this, and I'll be back. Okay, people of the tube, I have copied and pasted basically the clean tone and the distortion tone you just heard, and the wah-wah tone as well, over to Bank B. So Bank B was just kind of preset. I never used Bank B. It was always Bank A, and it was always A1, A2, A3, and A4 was chorus, but I didn't really use that a great deal, and A5 was distortion, and A6 was wah. So I basically just copied over like those three main effects. I got clean, distortion, and wah-wah. So we're going to start with clean. So clean is, I mean, it's not bad, but it's very, very glassy. So what have we got? So we've got a limiter on. We don't have a compressor on. It's a limiter. Okay, so wah is off. Drive is off. Okay, I thought I was using a thing. I'm not, am I? That's interesting. Okay, so EQ. EQ is really high. It's on 45. Bearing in mind the EQ on this went to 50. That was its brightest. So let's bring that down. I can't believe all this still works. It's so cool. Actually, is it? Is it the lower it is, the brighter it is? No, it isn't. Okay, good. I'm just confused. Okay. Going up is a bit slower. It's quite distorted, actually. It's quite cool. Okay, so we're going to put that... I'm going to try out 30. Way too bright. What, 20? Why does it sound more distorted? I suppose it is quite distorted, actually. Contour. Okay, let's bring a contour down instead. No. Okay, it's not the most responsive EQ section I've ever worked with, I've got to say. When you turn down the EQ, it sounds like there's a wah. It's like a honk. There's a honk to it. That's nothing. So I don't have a great deal to work with here, people of Geo, I've got to say. Let's try. Try to boost the contour, scoop out. I don't know. It's really bright. It's really quite harsh, actually. Here we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, it's gonna have to be a settle for things. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear that because I say unfortunately I didn't want to put the camera directly in front of the cab for this. I wanted to be able to see me messing around with the pedal. Okay, so what I've done is I've lowered the EQ down to 10. It was on 40, what was it? On 45. So it's on 45 and I've lowered it down to 10, which has definitely darkened it up. And also, the reverb you're hearing, by the way, is from the amp. It's not from the pedal. I just had to check that. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put it on 9 because that's a weird number. Okay, so okay, sorry everyone. I'm playing around with the contour here. It's kind of like the contour on this pedal doesn't necessarily scoop mids. It's a bit of a weird contour. I'm so close to playing songs and that I shouldn't play for copyright issues. Okay, so I've got contour on 10 and I've got the EQ on 5, but I'm happy with that. I'm going to save that. So, just so you know what's going on, I've got the patch level at 28. I've got a limiter on, which is weird, because I thought it would be a compressor, but it's not. Wah is off. Drive is off. EQ is at 6. Contour is all the way up on 10. That's its highest setting. I've got zoom noise reduction on as well. I'm gonna put reverb on. So that's delay. I remember when I found delay on this pedal, I was like, oh my god, that is the coolest thing in the world. Echo. Hall. Here we go. There's no way. I love that. There is a way of tweaking it. Let's crank it. Holy monkeys. Okay. I'll tell you, that's a hell of a reverb. just Hall that's the biggest one? Yeah, okay. So we're going to go for Hall 9. And we're going to max out the time, which is 10. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to put the reverb on the expression pedal. So what I'll do here is I just need to just assign it. So now I'll get rid of it. Or put it in all the way. Oh, I love zoom pedals! Oh my god! I love this. I like that sound. That's really cool. Oh, this is so cool! I haven't played with the settings on this thing since 2003, 4. I literally haven't done this since then. I don't know if I like that better on 5. No, because I like where the neck pickup sounds on 5. So, okay, that's the clean. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, we're going to move on to distortion now, which is I'm really excited about. Okay, so distortion is very, very harsh indeed. So where are we here? I've got compression on distortion. So wah is off. Drive, PU, which is the PV. I think it's like a 5150 kind of clone. So EQ's on 5. This is substantially lower than the clean. Okay. I'm gonna crank the contour. Will it fizz? Yeah, it'll fizz. I don't want that. Oh no. We're gonna leave contour at 0. Yes, that's now. My god, that's so good. And I've got new Zoom's noise reduction on as well. So without it, it makes that noise. Engage for noise reduction and it goes away. Which you can hear on low volume. It gating it. But I would not complain with that sound. Thumbs up! Thumbs up! Okay, I'm finding 1 is a little bit too Eric Johnson-y. 2 is me. 3 is too harsh. Okay, so. I just heard a very weird noise, everybody. Distraction, if you will. So that's distortion done. Oh my god, that sounds insanely good. Oh, of course. So if I turn the time down all the way on this and save that, so now the reverb will be minimum, and then I can boost it. No, I can't. No, I can't. Oh, that's a bit of a pig. Why is that then? So I want that sound. Oh, I know. I think I know what to do. If I turn... Okay, this might be a little bit of a zoom trickery going on here. So if I turn the reverb up full whack, this might not work. So I've got 4 reverbs. Save that. And then pull back the pedal. And then save it again. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, well. Okay. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so, so we've got that distortion. So let's try wah. Let's go to wah-wah sounds now. Let's see what we can do here. So, I'm going to change the EQ straight away to what I had. So it's just that. I don't even know where the wah is. How do I even do the wah? Oh, it's there. It might be the setting called wah, Dave. You never know. I'll tell you what. Sometimes people of a tube, Dave's brain is a very clever thing. Yeah, right. Okay, one sec. I'm going to consult the manual. I want to know what these wah-wahs are, because I don't know. I want to know what the wahs are. And also, let's just check another couple of things. Okay, come on. Where are we? Here, wah module. Auto wah. So, no, you only have two different kind of wahs. There's the pedal wah and an auto wah. So, yeah, so we don't have to worry about that a great deal. So basically, it does P9. They all seem to sound the same. I'm not going to complain. I can't believe that distortion sound. That clean tone is heaven as well. That's gorgeous. Mega biscuits, everybody. Mega biscuits. Okay, so I think we should do some jamming, don't you think, with the Ditto Looper and see what we can come up with? I think so. I reckon it'd be good fun. I don't have a drum machine, sadly, in this one, but I'll drive gain. So what do I do with that? Oh, it's nothing for that. So what if I go there? That's just maxed out. So is that how I set the gain? Yeah, of course it is. Okay, no worries. Just silliness now. Okay, so I'm going to play around with this reverb thing. Oh, it's sat on the thingy. I don't know, let's just jam, people of the tube. Shall we just jam? I think we shall. So that's it, reset now. So, just as a little... I'll tell you what, I'll do a comparison with the 57 close mic. So, the next thing you'll hear is I'll do a comparison between my old clean tone that I had at the beginning and then the clean tone I've got now, and then the distortion I used to have and the distortion I have now that I've just tweaked. And then, basically from there, we're going to get lost in the Zoom 606, everybody! So, yeah, let's do that, because this is cool. I'm feeling very, very nostalgic about this, actually. It's very, very, like I say, I haven't played around with this pedal like this since 2003, 4. It would have been with this guitar as well. And that amp, which is crazy when I really think about that. The last time I played around with this pedal, it would have been this guitar, this pedal, and that amp. There is nothing weirder than time, people of Tube. Before I get all philosophical, let's move to channeling that feeling into playing, because I want to play. And I just love that distortion. That is such a good distortion sound. I can't believe it. I don't know if that's peaking the camera, but hopefully not too much. But anyway, let me show you this sound with the close mic, and let's just get lost in Zoom land. Actually, just one sec. No, I've already checked. What are you on about? So yeah, let's get lost in Zoom land with delay, reverb, and all that good stuff, and let's just go nuts and see what comes out of this pedal. So yeah, let's go. Okay, this is the original clean tone. a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. Okie dokie, there we go, people of the tube. I don't know what happened there. Talk about a terrible ending. I apologise. I'm so sorry for that ending. It was absolutely atrocious. I'm not sure my playing was that great today either, so I do apologise. If it's really terrible, I do apologise. I really like this. Like I said, it's mad to think that that is the first time I've tweaked this pedal since 2000 well, the last time I tweaked it would have been 2004. Definitely 2004. I wouldn't have changed it since then. Because the only thing I changed was going from clean channel to OD channel on the amp. And I remember I didn't change this thing. I dialed in the amp to this pedal. It's a bit mad, people of the tube. If I'm being perfectly honest, it's a bit kind of yeah, I'm a I'm a bit taken aback by it, to be honest with you. A bit kind of, I can't speak. I'm lost for words. So because I'm lost for words, I'm going to get off. And yeah, I've got another one to say. Anyway, everybody, the Zoom 606, my second ever pedal. My first ever pedal was this jackhammer here. This is my second ever pedal. This was my mainstay pedal for about 2.5 years until one of these beasts came into my life, and I've been using them ever since, and this one got retired. The Gibson and Fender logos. I think the Gibson logo is out of a guitar magazine, and the Fender logo, or here on this pad, is from a Fender strap which I bought for my Squier Strat. That's still on it actually. So it was the logo of that. I cut it on there and took it and taped it on. Initially, the Fender logo was there, and then because I put these on. Well, I put the Fender one on in about a week or so of having this pedal. I sellotaped the Fender logo here, and then I moved it to here and put a Fender logo and a Gibson logo on there. So and they'll remain there till the end of time, hopefully. But yeah, this is a real huge part of like my guitar playing history. This is massive, and I really like the sound of it. If I'm being perfectly honest, I can't fault the cleans or the distortions or even the wah. The wah isn't massively expressive. It feels like a crybaby. There's not much expression in it, but it does the job. You know what I mean? It's not a Vox, it's not the Ibanez, definitely not. But it's a wah. And at the time when I got this pedal, that's all I cared about. So I don't know why I went all West Country then. What in the name of gravy gods was that? Well, I turned into Phil Harding from Time Team there. Yeah, it's a bit of a Roman wall, it says. That wasn't even Phil. That was somebody else altogether. Anyone else watch Time Team and just love Phil? He's ace, isn't he? Anyway, moving along. Back to the pedal and not Time Team. Because this isn't Roman. Yeah, this... I don't know what else to say. Like I say, this is a huge part of my guitar playing life career. You know, this is kind of like... You know, this is where I remember doing a gig where I just had this pedal. It would have been one of my first ever gigs I did, actually, come to think of it. It'd be one of my first ever gigs I did, because I did my first gig in November of 2002. I don't know when I'd have got this. I'm not sure if I got this for my birthday or what. I don't remember. But I clearly remember doing a gig where I had my Carlsberg amp, this, my Washburn Maverick series and my Squier Strat, and that's all I had. And I remember I had no idea how to use the wah-wah pedal. I was just being silly with it. And I love this. I really love it. It's making me quite emotional, actually, to be honest with you. You know, I don't know if that doesn't sound silly, but it's making me kind of... You know, it is making me quite emotional to play through this thing again and to play with it again. You know, just to mess around with it. Because, like I say, what I didn't know when I first got this pedal. Unreal. Unreal. The fact it still works as well. Yeah, I mean, the input's as dodgy as anything, and the push button on this side doesn't really work very well, and the expression pedal is a bit dodgy. But it still works, you know what I mean? It still makes a sound that's passable, and I don't think it sounds horrific. I really don't. Even my first settings, my original settings, I don't think they sound great. They sound alright, you know what I mean? But I much prefer the ones I've got dialed in now. Why is it moving hiccups recently with videos? I don't know. Anyway, people, I'm going to get off because I keep staring at this thing like longingly, like it's going to disappear from my life, and it's definitely not going to do that. But this is a huge part of my guitar playing life. This is a huge part of my life. This pedal, let alone music and guitar playing life. It's a real big part of me. So, and this is where my Zoom obsession started, really. So yeah, this is because of this. I always have a Zoom pedal. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. I love the fact I've still got the original manual. The box, I lost the box, quickly just tell you. The box it came in, I turned into like a makeshift pedal board. I double-sided taped it into its box and made it so it had like the lid of the box was like a lid on a pedal board. And I cut the back out of the box so I could get leads into it and stuff. So technically I was like, my first ever pedal board was the box of this pedal. Which is really cool. Let's put it back to A1. So the box as long gone, but I'm glad I've got the manual. I'm glad I've got the pedal, and I'm so happy it works. And it's gonna go back into a retirement now and take a longer break. So I don't know when I'll play through this again. I really don't, but I certainly love it, and I'm so happy with it, and it's so cool. And it really is. This is 16, 17-year-old Dave heaven here. Crazy to think. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. I'll see you again for another one very soon. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening. Goodbye now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was okay. I hope the playing was okay. Yeah, I'm always, yeah, I don't know. My brain's telling me the playing was terrible, so I don't know whether to believe it or not. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vid, and I'll see you again very soon for another one. Oh, and the tuner still works immaculately as well, so another thing. Goodbye now. Thank you so much for watching.